Yes, VidCon is coming up so soon. VidCon is coming up sooner than we all think. Soon, it will be VidCon time, and this is a thing I want to happen at VidCon this year that's going to be amazing. This is a thing that I've been working on with some people. It's a thing that I want to happen so badly at VidCon this year, and that is a panel, perhaps. Maybe a panel, maybe just a talk, maybe a gathering, maybe just a discussion somewhere on a lawn, by a fountain somewhere or something. That would be fine too. Actually, that might be better because it's more intimate. Either way, a thing I really want to happen this year at VidCon would be a discussion about people of color and their experiences on YouTube and the internet and life, I guess. It'll probably end up there too, but primarily we'll start with YouTube and we'll see what we can do from there. Do you remember when I was talking about race last year, way back last year in 2013? Seems like it was so long ago, it was like 5 years ago. We were talking about race, my relationship with it, and my relationship with race and the internet and YouTube and all that jazz together. Well, I really want to continue talking about it because I think it's such an important conversation to be having on the internet, because some people don't think that it's a thing, not race. Actually, no, there are people who genuinely don't think that race is a thing. And it's very interesting to me, that sort of mindset. And I think it's such an important conversation to be having because people genuinely don't think that the color of my skin affects the way my life goes. People think that racism is all burning crosses on people's front lawns and N-words and, you know, lynching, when in reality it's more subtle. Though yes, it's still that very much so in different sort of aspects or different places. Fortunately, I don't have to deal with that sort of thing. Racism on the internet, it can be more subtle, and it can be in some people's minds, and they can think that, oh, I'm not being racist, this is just how I feel, or it's just my opinion, when in reality it's still racism. The way that they are reacting or the way that they're treating people, they may not realize it because it's been ingrained into their minds so much so, and it's like, bro, you don't think this is a thing? Well, here I am, a person of color, telling you that it's a thing. And that's why I think we need to continue having this conversation, and I want you guys, other people of color on the internet who happen to be watching these videos, to tell me about your experience, because I'm so interested. I think it's so interesting, fascinating, and we can all learn from hearing different people's experiences on the internet in regard to race and how it affects their lives. So this is where you guys come in. This is where you, people on the internet, other people of color, you can tell me about how your experience on the internet has been affected by the color of your skin, because people genuinely don't think that a person of color will have a different experience to what they'll have just because they are a person of color. And I think that we should make sure that that is a thing that people know, and it's such an important thing to talk about because some people think that the way they're treated is okay because that's just the way it is, that's how they should be treated because if this is just the way it is, and that's not cool, man. If we talk about it, maybe people will be like, hey, that happens to me, that's not supposed to happen, and maybe we could talk about it and they'll realize that they don't have to deal with that, and maybe they could get out of a negative situation and get themselves into a positive situation. Some people think that their experiences are the only experiences to be had, and that's not true. That's not true at all. Just because someone else's experience is different to yours doesn't mean it's not as important as yours or any less valid. Everyone's experience is valid, and I just want to hear about the different experiences. I want to hear about not white people experiences for 10 minutes. I just want to hear about the experiences of people of color and see how their experience and their relationship to the internet is different to mine and to other people. Other people should be able to see that there are different ways to experience the internet, and theirs isn't the only way. VidCon is coming up sooner than I think, sooner than you think, sooner than we think. Soon we'll be doing that sort of tips for VidCon sort of videos, and then it'll be VidCon. So what I'm saying now is that if you want to email ideas at VidCon, my phone is out. If you want to email VidCon ideas at VidCon and tell them how much you think a people of color panel is important and that it's a great idea and that you want me to be on it, that's cool too. That would be really stressful. But yeah, if you think it's a good idea, I think it's a good idea. We could work together and make this a thing that happens at VidCon because it's such an important thing that needs to happen because we need to talk about it. God. Tell me why you think this is an important conversation. You know why I think it's an important conversation. Tell me why you think it is. Tell me about your experiences as a person of color on the internet. And email ideas at VidCon. Tell them why you think it's an important conversation. My computer just told me what time it is, and now we know. quick question. Where should I put this? Like, I don't know where to put it. Look, it's me.
Hey, today we're talking about making content, creating things, the family business.
I hate it.
I just remembered.
Am I wearing the same hat? I'm wearing the same hat as I was in my last video. Nope, can't make this video wearing the same hat.